Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in! Northwestern is up from 12, now at 10.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We were responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic students can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stand should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while maintaining a high level of respect for all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Are you looking to take your game to the next level? Did you know that MSN is now offering player recruitment videos? Our packages include a player profile where you show your preferred positions, the club, the league, or school that you play in, your current coach contact information, and more. The highlight videos could be self-submitted, 15 to 30 clips that will be put into a 3 to 7 minute long video. Video review of your Huddle, VO, or other platforms that you might have video on, as well as for an additional charge, MSN can come out and film games for you to create those clips. Our coach evaluation process, which is also an additional charge, where we have college coaches from various levels across the United States that will review your game film and provide feedback on how to improve that film, as well as also evaluating your play and what you can improve on. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Our mission is to help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players get comfortable performing these skills at game speed, with pressure, and with both their dominant and non-dominant foot. In addition, we help players with their speed of play, awareness of space, defenders and teammates, and also dominate with our off-the-ball movement. We offer a variety of services such as one-on-ones, small groups, large groups, as well as team sessions. We have an experienced coaching staff that is professional, friendly, patient, while still holding players to high standards and holding them accountable. No matter what level you're at as a player, I'm confident we can help you get better. Over the past 3 years, we've built one of the best soccer-specific training facilities in the country and developed one of the most detail-oriented programs to help out players. Visit our website.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
In for Baccarat, and that goes in! Hugo Baccarat gives Flint City a 3-2. Buckley, the ball falls to Buckley. 1-on-1 with Etheridge. What a save!
Welcome into the first ever MSN All-State Media Day for Girls Soccer. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrett.
Ball comes in, a good hit! 1-0! Shot, another save from Etheridge! Rebound, and it goes in the back of the net. The Bulldogs up 1-0! Burzma, but then from Lasma! 3-0! Stewart Heiss with a shot! Upper 90 and in!
Effectively today here on the Michigan Soccer Network, we are launching our new division of player recruitment videos.
Mario Canoe now finds Stock. Stock's got a left-footed banger. He shoots it, and it's in! The Red Hawks in
Hello everybody and welcome into Trenton High School for our field here on the campus of Trenton High School for tonight's MSN Game of the Week as the Trenton Trojans welcoming in Grosse Pointe North and the Lady Norsemen. My name is Jonathan Turner alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Dan Stickrett. Excited to have you along for the ride here on this Friday evening, Friday Night Lights. Mr. Dan Stickrett, are you excited to call our first high school game of the season?
Yeah, excited because this is a rematch of last year's Division II Regional Finals. Grosse Pointe North edged Trenton 1-0 in that game and en route to winning their first state championship in school history. Trenton just short of their fourth Final Four. But here we are mid-season and they're playing in a non-conference game here on a Friday night at Trenton. Pair of top 20 teams in Division II, both off to quality starts. And sure both teams remember quite well their match 10 months ago.
That they are, as a beautiful night here. It is sunny, 59 degrees. There are wind gusts, though, coming out 24 miles an hour here tonight there, Mr. Dan Stickrett. And, will that play a factor? I'm sure it might, but, hey, it's beautiful here in Trenton. It was about a 40-minute drive for us here this afternoon. Made our way out here about 3 o'clock to start setting things up. I got to tell you, we have had the red carpet rolled out here at Trenton High School, okay? And we have to say that. First off, Brian Barr What an unbelievable presentation of pizza. That they have their own like in-house like chef here at Trenton High School, and they provided us with pepperoni and like taco pizza. And I mean, I got here, they took all of our gear up to the press box stand. That has never happened in my 1,000 games of coverage, where another entity is picking up our gear and taking it at the press box. Trenton High School is by far the greatest as of right now in my book. And we haven't even started the soccer game yet there, Dan. But either way, we are just moments away here, about 10 minutes or so from the start of this match, and it's going to be a good one. The number 11 ranked Trenton Trojans welcoming in the Lady Norsemen from Grosse Pointe North, a rematch from last year's regional finals, a 1-0 win in favor of Grosse Pointe North, who went on to win their first ever Division II state championship. Don't go anywhere. We got a lot more coming up here right after this. Are you looking to take your game to the next level? Did you know that MSN is now offering player recruitment videos? Our packages include a player profile where you show your preferred positions, the club, the league, or school that you play in, your current coach contact information, and more. The highlight videos could be self-submitted, 15 to 30 clips that will be put into a 3 to 7 minute long video. Video review of your Huddle, VO, or other platforms that you might have video on, as well as for an additional charge, MSN can come out and film games for you to create those clips. Our coach evaluation process, which is also an additional charge, where we have college coaches from various levels across the United States that will review your game film and provide feedback on how to improve that film, as well as also evaluating your play and what you can improve on. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click. And welcome back here into Trenton High School for this Friday night matchup, MSN Game of the Week here on the Michigan Soccer Network. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat. Excited to have you along here tonight, wherever you're watching from around the world. That's right, around the world. We know that people around the world are tuning into our games. We know this because it's been said in our comment section. Hey, if you're watching for the first time, all we ask that you do is that you do comment and that you do get involved. There's a poll going right now. Who's going to win this game? Is it going to be Trenton? Is it going to be Grosse Pointe North? Get those answers in the poll. We'll end that just after the halftime break. But let's take a look here at our starting 11s here for tonight's game of the week. And there they are on Grosse Pointe North. Leah Paluzzi is in goal. Layla Adams, Nezarides, Dodenhoff. Looking at this roster, Amelia Strieberger, obviously a dream team player, Dan. We know about Amelia, a phenomenal player. A number of new players here on this roster. The head coach for the Grosse Pointe North and the Lady Norsemen is Thelu Masindi. And then we look here at Trenton, and again, this unbelievable side. Just a number of great players on the Trojan. They're 6-2 right now under head coach Michael Hatfield. And Leela Gorno is in goal here tonight. Kira Johnson, Ellie Dolson, Claire Gonya. 11 goals, 12 assists so far in the season, Dan. Unbelievable. Chloe Wishart has 10 goals as well. So, I mean, you've got a number of players here that are just having fantastic seasons. So, just a great lineup here for both these sides. We had a chance to talk with both head coaches here before the match leading up to this one, Dan, and you know, both coaches have high expectations. You know, this is a revenge match here for the Trojans. At least that's what they said today on social media. Is that this is a revenge match. So, you know, hey, they all remember what happened here last year. Right, they know what happened. They fell short to the Trojans. They win in that game, and they are probably likely the favorites to go on into the state finals, maybe win that. But hey, Grosse Pointe North, they found a way last season to come alive at the right time in the right place. They have a very, very young team here right now under Masindi, who's a brand new coach, took over for Olivia Dallaire, who stepped down here after last season. They've got 26 total players on the roster, 13 freshmen. 6 sophomores, 1 junior, and 6 seniors. So they don't have a ton of returning players, but they do have some players that were here last year, and they're going to take advantage of that here in order to come out here, maybe shock Trenton here on this Friday evening.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a youth movement with Grosse Pointe North. We talked about more than a dozen freshmen up and down that roster, 3 which will start here tonight. They're going up against a Trenton team that brought back a majority of their roster, and then Chloe Wishart last year sat out with an ACL tear, and she's back and playing like a college prospect. Her and Claire Gagne had been a great 1-2 punch for the Trojans. They've been scoring almost at will. Trenton does have 2 losses, both last Saturday at the Marshall Sports Fest, which was an all-day soccer, baseball, and softball tournament on Marshall's high school grounds, but 31-4. Total goals, 4 goals against, with 6 shutouts. Trenton playing very much like a top 15 team on a mission. And like the last year, they came so close to a 4th Final Four, lost that 1-0 on a handball penalty kick late in that contest to Grosse Pointe North. So they remember they're a team on hungry. Is it a team of destiny with the Trenton Trojans this year? They sure are playing like a team that really wants to defend their conference crown and make a long tournament run here come June.
That they do, as we're just moments away from the start of this match. MSN Game of the Week. First time stopping by, hit that subscribe button, like us, share this with your friends and family. And hey, if you want us to come out to one of your games, there's a way you can do that. And we'll talk about that throughout much of this game here tonight. But right now, this game is almost ready to get going. Trenton will have the kickoff. They will be in the blue kits going right to left on your screen. Grosse Pointe North will be in the white kits. They'll be going left to right. Again, just a beautiful night as the Trojan mascot out on the track right now. They're bringing out all the stops here in Trenton. We'll talk about the poll here throughout much of this game as well. So close to getting this thing rolling here. Referee is looking at his watch. Music's a kick in. We'll turn that on here in a second. And we are officially underway here from Farrar Field at Trenton High School. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat. Excited to have you live on the Michigan Soccer Network MSN Game of the Week. And just like that, Grosse Pointe North is already making their way down the field. And this one will be cleared out for the first throw into the game. So just like that, Dan, Grosse Pointe North already attacking. Again, a team we talked about. We had a chance to talk with Thelu Masindi here before this game, talking about last season. A very unique scenario because we talked about the ranking show here quite a bit. This team last year, your unorthodox state champion, they went into the tournament with a losing record, came out of it obviously with a state championship trophy to put in their showcase at the school. So not a very typical path towards winning a championship.
No, they were 4-7-7 overall. Those 7 ties, they had problems against tougher teams scoring goals. but they got right at the hot time. They were 5th in the red division, the Macomb Area Conference. And they started playing better and better as that season went on. They had a come-from-behind victory against Birmingham Marion in that regional semifinal. They were down 2-0 in that game late, scored 2 goals to force overtime, and ended up winning in a shootout. And I think that was a pivotal night for the Norsemen because they really started to believe that they could go very far, and they did. They had another come-from-behind win against East Grand Rapids in the state finals over at Michigan State University. Just a magical run for a team that was never ranked, not even listed honorable mention during the course of the season, but they were number 1 when it mattered most in the middle of June of 2023.
This ball thrown in right near the end line. That's collected by Drew, and that's right in the hands of Leah Paluzzi. First here touch of the afternoon for her, a senior goalkeeper for the Lady Norsemen.
She was the backup to Grace McCormick, an all-state first-team goalie last year, who got some tick off the bench as the backup goalkeeper for the University of Detroit Mercy last fall. And that's where star player for Grosse Pointe North, Amelia Streiberger, she will be heading to UDM this upcoming fall to join her former teammate, play in the Horizon League with the Titans.
So picked up by Drew. She's got 3 goals so far this season. Good cut back there by Gagne. Again, 11 goals, 12 assists. This one now cleared off that back line. A collision right there. No foul call. Referee having a hard time with the sun just like we are right now. This one put into the box towards Gagne, and that one is knocked away. Still throwing is the Trojans here continue to press.
Claire Gagne, returning all-state first-team player. She's headed to Division I Eastern Michigan University this fall.
Quick dodge. That will go out for the first corner here of the afternoon. That was Chloe Wishart, who's got 10 goals this season for the Lady Trojans. So first corner of the match coming up here. As James says, let's go, girls. We've got Gatella says, tell me if North wins. First corner of the night. This ball comes in, goes towards that back post. Up goes Paluzzi. And ahead, that will go out wide from the Trojans. It's not a bad look on the corner. The ball's going to hang up if you're coming out going towards the west. And that it did. Trojans here tonight playing a 4-2-3-1 is what Mike Hatfield said. He says a quasi 4-2-3-1. He said you're going to see our 10 get really, really high. That's Chloe Wishart, who's going to get really, really high, play more like a 9. And Gagne is going to be able to do whatever she wants, is what he said. So why not, right? She's got 11 goals. 31 goals so far for the Lady Trojans in this campaign. Only allowed 2. So you think about that's pretty impressive.
They gave up two goals in the flow of play, and then the others were shootout losses at that Marshall Sports Fest. So only 2 goals through the flow of the game. It's pretty incredible. You think about it. They've 6-2-0 on the year.
Little shove there, right in the middle of the park. In comes Wishart. It's now picked up by Streiberger. Back into Wishart. Good pullback from her. Looking for an outlet, and she's got one. Here come the Trojans. Little shove at the end there. That was Avery Schultz going down, the junior. And now a free kick coming up here for the Trojans. This part of the broadcast is brought to you by Granite City Food and Brewery, both in Northville and Troy. Eat good eats, drink good drinks, have good times. As actually Schultz will take this free kick. So we'll put into the box, and Paluzzi's right there. But Dan, we talk about this all the time. Granite City is in Troy at 16 Mile and I-75, Northville at 7 Mile and Haggerty. Their daily deals. Monday, build your own burger. You can't get a burger anywhere with fries for under $7 in America right now, even at fast food restaurants. But Granite City has a $7 build your own burger meal on Mondays. Comes with fries. You can walk out of there with tip for $10. So that's a pretty cool deal. They've got all you can eat. So they have pasta Wednesdays, taco Tuesdays, all you can eat fish fry on Fridays. For $14, Dan, you can get fish and chips, all you can eat at Granite City Food and Brewery. So check them out. Head over to gcfb.com or head over to Troy location or the Northville location today. This wind's going to be nuts, Dan. It's going to be nuts.
It is a swirling wind. It's heading northeast, heading east, heading southeast. It keeps switching. It's already wreaking havoc on the ball here. We haven't even played 10 minutes of the first half. Players are having a hard time judging where the ball might come down because it just consistently changing directions.
That it does. Schultz loses the ball. One back here now by the Norseman. Picked up by Castronero. Now cleared up by Severno.
Trenton is missing one of the better players in junior Kate Haveman, who has a minor injury. She'll be back next week. She's missed 3 or 4 games here in the early part of the season.
Settled down. Now Giroux on the ball. Little shove. It picked up by Castronano. Something you expect, in the early going of a match like this. You talk about the matchups that that so far Trenton has had. The teams that they've played against. I mean, they've every game except for those 2 losses and shootouts that took place during that tournament. Both obviously losing to Marshall and then DeWitt, 2 very good ranked teams here across the state of Michigan. Every other team they played so far, they have just beaten up. 6-0 against Gibraltar Carleton, 3-0 against Riverview, 4-0 against Allen Park, 3-0 against Brownstown, 10-0 against Taylor here on tax day of all days to get beat up on a team. And then, of course, on Wednesday, 3-0 against Wyandotte Roosevelt. So a very, very, so far lopsided season for them against the teams that they are, going to go out and beat. This is a game here tonight that could be a challenge for Trenton. They faced off against a couple good teams here early in that tournament here a few weeks ago. But Dan, anything can happen on a Friday night.
Yeah, they beat Wyandotte Roosevelt last week. Wyandotte Roosevelt has one of the better goalkeepers in the state of Michigan. And then we talked about those 2 shootout losses at the Marshall Sports Fest. DeWitt won a state championship back in 2016. They've made several deep runs here in the last decade. So they're always a quality team. Marshall has been ranked, or honorable mention here in the early going. DeWitt broken in the rankings last Sunday night.
Gagne doesn't settle it down, but one back, now back with Wishart. She looks to go over the top, looking for Gagne. This ball played right into the hands of Paluzzi.
Trenton also beat Allen Park here a couple weeks ago. Allen Park has 2 very good players in the Maldonado sisters.
That was Mack playing the ball, and now that's Mulford. Worked us around that back line. Let's go north. Comments keep coming in. We appreciate it. Keep them coming. James says, let's go north. Let's go Leah. Let's go north. And then Molly Claire 22. Let's go north. Trojan mascot is in full effect here on the near side. Near the crowd is a crowd here. Pretty good crowd here so far here tonight.
He's in his full, complete battle armor.
Looks as though Molly O'Shea on that far sideline maybe has some blood. Clock has come to a stop, which means, we can take time for a readout here, Dan. Next 5 minutes of this broadcast is brought to you by Trivaloni Asset Management. Your success is our success. Your financial goals are our sole focus, and we are excited to partner with you. Visit triam.com, that's TRIVAM.com, or call 586-665-8805. Your financial success starts with a phone call. This ball comes in right towards the middle, past Paluzzi. Ball is still on the pitch, but it will roll out A great ball coming across inside the 6 stand. Just unable to finish that one was Giroux. So this one will throw back in. Severino. All up over the top. Nobody there for the Lady Norsemen. So we'll just go out on this near side as Strieberger puts it back in. Keep it here on the strong side. Strieberger plays it back. Miss hit. And that will go out. Dan, so far, we're 10 minutes in. Is this match shaping up to what you thought it would be?
Trenton's starting to carry a little bit more of the play. I mean, Grosse Pointe North does have some experience back. I mean, Leah Paluzzi was actually a starting forward in that state championship game. Leah Burney and Gabby Miller were starters. Obviously, Amelia Strieberger was all-state dream team last year. Alyssa Burney, Meredith Dodenoff, and Ayana Nezaritis were starters in that game. So they have 7 kids that actually started the game, but they lack experience in the depth department. Some of their other starters and several players off the bench. And you have 13 freshmen on your roster.
Look at this ball coming from distance, and that finds the back of the net, and just like that, 1-0 in favor of the Trenton Trojans. That goal coming from distance as the Trojans swarm their teammate. I'm not sure who got that. I mean, that was a long-range shot. Paluzzi went up for it, just unable to keep it outside of the goal. And just like that, it's 1-0 here in the 13th minute.
We talked about that swirling wind just a few minutes ago, that ball.
Looks like as though El Dolson is the one that scored that goal, the freshman, number 5. We're just confirming that now, but to be fair, you were having a conversation, and the ball comes in, and it went in the back of the net. So, but that's the case. Great goal for her. Again, that goal coming in the 13th minute.
High shot to the far left post. They got caught up in that swirling wind. Leah Paluzzi, the North goalkeeper, kind of misjudged it. Just went in just underneath the crossbar. So Trenton with a 1-0 lead here. 4-0 shot advantage. All 4 of their shots on frame. And now Grosse Pointe North has its best chance so far. The free kick on the far left side, just outside the box.
El Dolson, they just confirmed. So Strieberger will take this free kick. This one right at that near post, off the woodwork. So Strieberger attacks the goal. Gorner was right there, but it did hit off the crossbar and come right back out as it goes back into her hands. So good work from Strieberger to put that one on frame.
Strieberger absolutely uncorked that free kick. Just a little bit too high, hit right at the junction of the crossbar and the goalpost towards the upper 90, came back into play, and Trenton was able to knock the ball out of Perril's way. You can see how dangerous Amelia Strieberger is with her ability, especially on set pieces. She's one of the best players in the state, clearly one of the best players in Macomb County overall. And her high school career is yet to come to a conclusion. We'll see how well she plays this season as a senior. Last year, she scored about 75% of her team's goals as they made that run to the state championship.
Number 22, Avery Schultz.
Again, the goal was confirmed. El Dolson is credited with that, number 5. And here come the Trojans once again. Giroux. Team leading goal scorer Gagne. Hard tackle, and that will go down as a foul.
And that's where Trenton can beat you, Jonathan. Yeah, everyone talks about Claire Gagne and Chloe Wishart and their ability on the attack to set each other up, to finish opportunities, but they have other players that can finish as well, and that kind of alleviates the pressure off that dynamite duo where they can have another player, attempt a shot or a cross and make some magic happen. And to be able to make another deep run this year, that's exactly what's going to happen for Trenton. Will they have to get, more than just 2 players scoring all their goals? And this time it was a freshman giving the Trojans a 1-0 lead.
One back by the Trojans. Wishart wins the ball back. Looks to go to the top, looking for Gagne. Gagne gets into the box. Paluzzi wins the battle.
Ball pushed just a little bit too far up. Gagne ran out of real estate. But the Trojans keep pressing. .24-18 left here in the first half. Trenton up 1-0. Freshman Ellie Dolson with that goal here just moments ago. Coming with 27:51 left in the first half.
This next 5 minutes of the match brought to you by FC Barcelona Camps. Coming this June 10th through June 14th, the Barca style of play is coming to Legacy Sports Center in Brighton, Michigan. To learn more or to register, go over to camps.fcbarcelona.us. That's camps.fcbarcelona.us. Use the promo code FCBMSN24 if you want to save $30 off registration. Dan, you can not only get great coaching, you can also get great savings. Save $30. Use promo code FCBMSN24.
There you go. Always finding a way to save a buck.
$30 is not a buck. It's $30. Yeah. As the ball goes out, or then we call a foul. Either way, I'll play like a goal kick if it didn't. So, at the bottom of your screen, you've got our current ticker, our MSN Live ticker. You've also got our score flipper. Those are all the scores taking place from across the state of Michigan this week. So, got a couple in there from Trenton. As we mentioned here earlier this week, Wyandotte Roosevelt on Wednesday is where Trenton played. 3-0 win in favor of them. And they're 6-2 on the season. Grosse Pointe North, the Lady Norsemen are currently 1-2-1. But if the recipe for success is going into the last leg of the season, playing your best soccer but not having the best record, you know what? Sign up Grosse Pointe North, because they did it last year. They won a state championship, find their way through that path. So is now Wishart now will take a shot that's low and goes wide. And it's not a knock on Grosse Pointe. I got to say that. Again, it's an unorthodox way to win a state championship. You know what? But at the end of the day, does it really matter? They've got a ring. Other teams don't. And that's what it comes down to. You got to find a way. Olivia Dallaire last year, along with the 6 seniors on this side and the remaining players, other players who graduated, found a way, in unprecedented fashion to go win a state championship. And maybe, you ask them, they're like, we could do this, coach. They knew they could believe it. But my goodness, it's an unbelievable feat to go into a playoff run where you're 4-7-7, Dan.
Yeah, and a lot of people thought that your regional final matchup before the tournament started would likely be Trenton versus, Birmingham Marion, a longtime power. Marion's won 9 state championships in the last 25 years. But North got out of their district where they had to win an overtime game and met up with Marion in that regional semifinal. Came back from down 2-0 in the second half, forced overtime, forced a shootout. When you have Grace McCormick between the pipes, she was magical during that, not just that game, but their whole tournament run. But you entered this season, even though they graduated a handful of starters and a handful of reserves, they're going to have a target on their back the entire season. And as they get into the Red Division play of the Macomb Area Conference, where your traditional powers like New Baltimore, Anchor Bay, Utica, Eisenhower, Romeo's been an up-and-coming program here the last decade. Just because they won a state championship, they're going to want to knock off Grosse Pointe North. And ironically, North was only 5th out of 6 teams in that MAC Red division last spring.
So offsides was called here just a moment ago. Thelu Masindi is the new head coach at Grosse Pointe North, taking over for Olivia Dallaire. I always thought about that. If you're going to go out as a coach Go out when you win a championship, right? I mean, that's as Strieberg will zig and zag, and that one off the football upright. Taking a long-range shot, looking to get one past Gorno. And, we see Gorno forward everywhere. I did ask prior to, the start of this game if there was any relation, and there is not. So there's I was like, well, hey, Leela, maybe we can get a car, and that's not mine. That's not my family. So just another Gorno family here in Trenton.
She could try, though, right? And throw that name around, see
just
if it
walk
works.
right on in and be like, hey, where's my car? I'm 16. I'm 17. Where's my car? Gorno is a senior goalkeeper. She's got 32 saves so far in the season. Swisshart, good move.
Trenton's defense is pretty organized. I mean, they haven't given up a lot of chances this year. And to be a regional finalist last year, you can't do that win year in and year out if you're not organized, if you don't have a stout, aggressive defense in front of your goalkeeper.
Strieberger playing way back here in this one. She's receiving the ball really low. We're in the captain armband here for the Lady Norsemen. This is part of the match is brought to you by National Soccer. Achieving more together. Learn more about joining the Nationals family. Visit nationalsoccer.com to learn more about tryouts and all the Nationals have to offer. Again, that's nationalsoccer.com. Have everything from junior nationals all the way up now to Union FC Macomb, which is part of the Nationals family and which is now USL League 2. So there's a pre-professional pathway as everything from junior nationals up to pre-professional. Now here comes an opportunity here for Gagne. Gagne was call this one back, so a free kick coming here for the Trojans.
Still 1-0 Trenton as we approach 18 minutes remaining here in the first half.
A 13th minute goal from El Dolson is all the difference in this one. A free kick from about 30 yards out as Kira Johnson stands over this one along with Lily Mulford. Called an indirect free kick. Little touch. This one put into the box. Not a bad ball. Goes back post. And now cleared away by Strieberger. Now Johnson. Heavy first touch. A little shove, and that might be a foul, and it is. For first time stopping by, hit that subscribe button, like us, share this with your friends and family. We cover all things soccer across this great state of Michigan. Coming up this Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, the third week of the Michigan High School Soccer Coaches Association ranking show. Hosted by none other than Dan Stickrat and I. We're excited to have that once again this week as this ball played deep into Trojan territory, but good work to bring this one in, and now here come the Trojans.
Expect to see quite a bit of movement with those state rankings. Even some of the powerhouse teams, they do tie and lose games on occasion.
Athens lost last night 1-0 as Strieberger once again from distance. This was tested. Gorno, but she stands tall and makes the save.
It's Gorno's first save on the evening. Grosse Pointe North, two shots previously, one off the frame and the other one over the goalpost.
We laugh about that quite a bit here, Dan, but it's true. When you hit the woodwork in soccer, it does not count as a shot on frame. I still think it's insane. They got to change that, Dan. Somebody in the stat department of whatever league, international stat department needs to come together and say that's a shot on target. Because the goal is the target. Do we know why? We still don't know why.
Well, I think technically a human being is not making the save, so it goes off the goalpost or the crossbar.
Does that really matter, though? It matters that a human being
because a shot on frame either is registered as a save or a goal. A save by the goalkeeper, save by a defender on the line.
What if it hits off a player who's not a goalkeeper? Is it still count as a save?
Yeah, it goes. A save is credited to the defender.
Okay, good to know. Gagne looks to put this one across. Back post. sails over the head of the Trojan attacker. It's actually Maddie Reamer.
Trenton High School is a place to be here on Friday night. We are the Michigan Soccer Network, your soccer hub for the state of Michigan. John, it's a pleasure to cover a game here downriver.
That's a shot from distance, and it's right into the hands of Paluzzi. That was Wishart with the shot. Yeah, it is a pleasure. Our first time, we've been to Gabriel Richard, which is, not too far from here. It's about 10, 15 minutes, north of here. We've done that for the Catholic League Finals. We had not Catholic League Finals last year. That's the only high school game we've covered this far up until now. This is now the farthest. To the north. Sorry, south, not to the north. North Smack Island. I don't think we're able to beat that one, Dan.
Yeah, in terms of the Downriver League or the Huron League, this is our first time.
I do know the Grosse Seals a conversation we'll be having here soon. So
right. You did have a chance last school year to cover New Boston Huron of the Huron League when they were, I believe, up in Oakland County for a non-conference game, but did not make the track down to New Boston.
So throwing up on this near side. Sun continues to make it difficult for us to see numbers, so we do apologize for that. But hey, this part of the match is brought to you by Julia Zahn Real Estate. The real estate market can be messy and confusing when to buy, when to sell, home inspections, appraisals, all of it. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Julia Zahn is here to help you. You can call her or text her at 248-422-2562. That's 248-422-2562. Julia Zahn can serve the entire state of Michigan, whether you're looking to buy or sell your home. Call Julia Zahn today. 1-0 here, 27th minute, just about 13 minutes to go here in this opening half. A 13th minute goal from El Dolson. All the difference in this one as Strieberger gets tied up. Last touched off the Trojan in Reamer, and she'll fight hard. Played back, and this one-time touch right back to El Dolson.
Trenton holds a 6-3 shots advantage here as we get down inside 13 minutes. 5-1 on frame. They have the game's only corner kick, and the most important stat is the stat on the scoreboard. We talked about it a couple times previously. Trenton up 1-0 here as we're pushing 12 and a half minutes left in the first half.
But Cindy has put Strieberger down and playing her low on purpose. And obviously, Dan, you talked about losing some really key components to last year's state championship run. You want to give players like Strieberger an opportunity to make something happen, right? So the lower that she's playing, the more opportunity she has to touch the ball, maybe create some opportunity for other players to get involved. If you put her too high, maybe she doesn't see those opportunities, right? So playing her lower gives your team that opportunity to do more with the ball.
Yeah, she can distribute with the best of them, and we talked about a few minutes ago. She's very deadly on free kicks. We saw that one go off the upper 90 of the woodwork about 10 minutes ago. A couple inches below that, it's a 1-1 tie. But she is a player that can distribute and finish, as we saw. She had a ton of goals down the stretch there as Norseman made that run to the final day of the season.
So Reamer looking for Gagne.
Norris done a great job of not giving Gagne a lot of real estate to operate on the attack. But players are putting up those types of stats year in and year out over 4 years. They command respect. They command to be marked.
Update halftime thing. Cut back on that far side, out for a throw-in. Get your comments in right now. 13 total votes. All those in favor right now of Grosse Pointe North. It's 69% say North wins this one, 31% in favor of Trenton. Still inside the defensive third of the Norsemen, and this one will go out. First high school game of the season here, Dan. We're going to have 3 next Friday. We're going to head out to Lawrence Tech University here next Friday. We'll be doing 3 games. It's cut back.
Is that the Lawrence Tech Invitational?
It is. Wishart, good battle here. Oh, almost cut through 2 defenders, but that one cleared away.
Lawrence Tech is very much a fast-growing school in terms of athletics. They keep adding sport after sport, and their teams keep getting better and better. 2 assistants on that Lawrence Tech women's team. Coach high school soccer here in Metro Detroit. Trevor Foster out at Romeo and Doug Steiner over at Rochester.
Speaking of Trevor Foster, the Michigan Goalkeeper Academy is presenting the next 5 minutes of this match. Take your goalkeeping to the next level. Register for the Michigan Goalkeeper Academy camps this summer. Visit migoalkeeperacademy.com today. That's Mi Goalkeeper Academy. It's a camp that I went to back when I was a goalkeeper back in the day. This camp's been around for over 40 years. Dan Mark Hamilton got it start. Trevor Foster is taking over the reins. Trevor Foster, the head coach of the Romeo Bulldogs on the girls' side.
Mark Hamilton, a former Oakland University player in the late 1970s, early 1980s. I remember reading an archive article about Mark Hamilton. He was a student at Rochester High back in the 1970s before Rochester and most neighboring schools even had a high school boys soccer team. He has coached club for a long time. I think he just recently retired a couple years ago. 4 decades that program has been around.
Ball inside the box, and that one will skirt out and out for a corner. So that's the first corner of the night here for the Lady Norsemen. So here's an opportunity for them getting towards the business end of this first half.
Amelia Streiberger jogging over to take the kick.
Corner kick for Grosse Pointe North, number 7, Amelia Streiberger.
Got a swirling wind. She can kind of bend it towards the goal mouth into the wind. It's very difficult for goalkeepers and defenders to judge the ball.
So here comes that ball, goes towards that back post. Bouncing around, loose ball right now at the goalkeeper in Gorno. That one hit traffic, slowed up as its way to Gorno, but she's right there to make the save.
Ball came down about the 8-yard line, but too much traffic, not enough pace on the ball. And Trenton holds on to that 1-0 lead as we get down to the 7:45 mark of the first half.
Schultz looking for Wishart. She gets a little touch on it. Good ball now out wide. Put back in the middle and played back towards Schultz. Drew looked to get a touch. Gagne right there as well. Ball just drops to Schultz. Now cleared away. Good crowd here on hand tonight at Farrar Field. As Streiberger looking for Dodenhoff. Dodenhoff takes a left-footed shot, and that one not enough power or on target. As Gorno makes the save, makes the grab.
Beautiful athletics complex here at Trenton High School. Right behind us is the softball and baseball diamonds.
They are beautiful.
They are absolutely beautiful. I mean, a lot similar to what we've seen built at Waterford Kettering and at Birmingham Groves here in the last couple of years. Even turf infields for the softball diamond.
Ball put in the box from Gagne, and that one a little too much pace.
And we're starting to see that more and more at colleges and high schools. Turf fields, at least infields in baseball and softball diamonds. Helps for a lot of the maintenance.
Settled down by Wishart. Up top for Giroux. Good work from Giroux. Down by the end line. Looking to find Gagne. Poked away defensively. Now Mack. She'll pull it back. Still has the ball. Left-footed cross into the box. Finds its way middle of the park still. And now cleared away, but not on a danger as Mack almost wins it back. Now Schultz She'll take a shot from distance, and Paluzzi right there. So good pressure here from the Trojans. Right now for the Trojans, I mean, they've had a number of opportunities in this one. I think the one thing that eludes them right now is just execution in that final third. And really for, Grosse Pointe North, it just really haven't been able to create sustainable opportunities of their own. Their shots have come from distance, so they're not really finding ways to penetrate this defensive unit of the Trojans.
Yeah, 2 of their 4 shot attempts for Grosse Pointe North came on or just seconds after a restart.
So Strieberger now cuts back. Wishart right there for the Trojans. Heavy first touch. That was Miller, now Mack. Put right back in towards Dodenhoff. Strieberger. Out wide towards Dodenhoff. So cut back, and this one will go out for a goal kick. So going to see some substitutions now come on here for both sides.
Substitutions in for Grosse Pointe North, number 11, Gabby Galati. Checking in for the Trojans, number 12.
So Galati steps in. That's Gabby, the sophomore midfielder and forward. Severino. A little shove, but fans here saying call something. Gotta love the fans. Very much passionate about wanting the call. This one thrown in. Dodenhoff, the ball actually hits off the referee. That should have been brought back. Wishart with her back. And a foul called. So here we are with just 2.5 minutes to go. 2:43 to be exact. It's 1-0 here in favor of a 13th minute goal from El Dolson off a free kick. It's all the difference in this one. 16 total votes here. 69% of you say Grosse Pointe North is going to come away with the win. Trying to challenge his back line. Has not been effective yet at all, Dan, as they continue to put balls over the top.
Grosse Pointe North has played far fewer games than Trenton. They're 1-2-1 here. Been outscored 7-4, so they haven't had a lot of offensive production early in the season. But again, a lot of it has to do with their youth. 13 freshmen and a handful of sophomores on the varsity, vying for playing time.
So a foul called, and this one is in a dangerous area. We talked about Amelia Strieberger all afternoon and how dangerous she could be on free kicks, and now she's going to have an opportunity from about 28 yards from goal. This is right in her wheelhouse as far as distance, Dan. We've seen it time and time again. As Gorno sets her wall, 2-man wall.
She can put this on frame or curl it right in the box and see if a teammate can get a foot on it.
She'll end up crossing this one top of the 18. I don't agree with that call. I feel like, put it on goal. I mean, if you haven't really been able to put anything together in this one on a consistent basis, you have a free kick, test the goalkeeper.
Test the goalkeeper, especially with the wind. And this wind is, again, it's swirling to the northeast, east, and the southeast. And, the ball gets caught up in, knuckles a little bit up in that wind, and the goalkeeper can easily misjudge a ball. Or the goalkeeper misjudges, drops the ball into a goal mouth scrum, and you can have someone, knock it in. Its chances for Grosse Pointe North have been fewer and far between as we enter the final 40 seconds of this match.
First half.
Excuse me, first half.
I mean, that's the thing. I don't want to go home. I mean, I just, not yet. I mean, still got 40 minutes to go. Wind continues to swirl here.
Yeah, in some regards, it feels like it's actually picked up its pace here over the last couple hours.
10, 9,
So last 10 seconds of this first half. An opportunity that's cleared away by Severino, and that will wrap up this first half. And Dan, it's 1-0 here at the half. Number 11 ranked Trenton with a 13th minute goal from L. Dolson. All the difference so far in this one.
Yeah, both defenses have kind of held form for the most part. Trenton has control play here most of the first half. They have a 7-4 shots edge, 5-2 on frame. They do have that 1-0 lead heading into the break.
That they do. It's 1-0 here. We have 40 minutes to go. Will Trenton maintain this lead, get some more, or will Grosse Pointe North come back? It's revenge time here on the Michigan Soccer. It's the MSN game of the week. Don't go anywhere. We're going to find out what happens after this. Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in!
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Our mission is to help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players get comfortable performing these skills at game speed with pressure and with both their dominant and non-dominant foot. In addition, we help players with their speed of play, awareness of space, defenders and teammates, and also dominate with their off-the-ball movement. We offer a variety of services such as one-on-ones, small groups, large groups, as well as team sessions. We have an experienced coaching staff that is professional, friendly, patient, while still holding players to high standards and holding them accountable. No matter what level you're at as a player, I'm confident we can help you get better. Over the past 3 years, we've built one of the best soccer-specific training facilities in the country and developed one of the most detail-oriented programs to help out players. Visit our website.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in! Welcome back into Farrar Field in Trenton, Michigan. Trenton High School, the place to be on this Friday night. MSN Game of the Week. MSN Game of the Week. Number 11, Trenton up 1-0 here at the half over the Lady Norsemen from Grosse Pointe North. A rematch from last year's regional final, a game in which Grosse Pointe North won 1-0. On their way to claiming their first ever Division II state final championship in school history. We'll be back for second half action after this.
Are you looking to take your game to the next level? Did you know that MSN is now offering player recruitment videos? Our packages include a player profile where you show your preferred positions, the club, the league, or school that you play in, your current coach contact information, and more. The highlight videos could be self-submitted, 15 to 30 clips that will be put into a 3 to 7 minute long video. Video review of your Huddle, VO, or other platforms that you might have video on, as well as for an additional charge, MSN can come out and film games for you to create those clips. Our coach evaluation process, which is also an additional charge, where we have college coaches from various levels across the United States that will review your game film and provide feedback on how to improve that film, as well as also evaluating your play and what you can improve on. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
It's Friday night. It's girls soccer, MHSAA Girls High School Soccer. It's live on the Michigan Soccer Network. Jonathan Turner, Dan Stickrad. Excited that you're along for the ride wherever you are watching and tuning in here on this Friday evening. Dan, what a great night it is so far. Grosse Pointe North in our poll right now leading with 65% of your votes. 17 total votes here. Trenton just 35%. Trenton up 1-0 here at the half. So those of you voting, you get your vote on if you're a Trenton fan, because right now you're losing in the poll. So
We'll keep that going here probably for another 10 minutes or so, and then we'll close it down. You want to have your game broadcast. You want to do what Trenton did. Trenton did an unbelievable thing here last week, Dan. We laugh about it, we joke about it, but I mean, I'll tell you, Dan, what they did last week in order to get this game was nothing short of unbelievable. And I don't mean that by any sense of the imagination. And I'm going to find the video here, Dan, and see if I can put it in here because it was that good. And we have to put it in. I mean, it's gonna take a second for no, it's loaded. We're gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show this video. So just sit tight here, everybody. You got to see this video. What these young ladies did for us last week. Well, it was unbelievable. I'm gonna put it in here right now. We're gonna cut this in, and here it is. Oh, it's still transcoding. I apologize. We're gonna back this up. Go back to our cut here. I apologize. Now it's ready. Let's show it. Here it is.
No, it's fine. We're watching the game on Michigan Soccer Network.
That's right. That's what they had to do last week in order to even get this game. So, that is your challenge. All you have to do, high school teams from around the state of Michigan, is pretty simple. All you have to do is just record a video like that as a team. Tag us at MS Soccer Network on Twitter, Facebook, InstaChatty, whatever your heart's delight. Hashtag MSN contest, and you'll be put into the contest to win a free broadcast. I mean, it's really that simple. And, so, I mean, get it going. Get it going.
And I thought Trenton, by at least the first week's competition, because we got a few that came in this week from across the state, but Trenton was the best one for week one. That's why we're here for the game of the week. What a game it is. Rematch of last year's Division II Regional Finals. Trenton trying to avenge its 1-0 loss in the Elite 8 last year to Grosse Pointe North. They do hold a 1-0 lead here. We're just seconds away from kicking off the second half. Trenton has controlled play for most of the first half. Grosse Pointe North did have a few challenges late. The Trojans do have a 7-4 shots advantage and 5-2 on frame. Both teams each have one corner kick. Trenton scored with 27:51 left in the first half. Courtesy of L. Dodson. Long distance goal. Dodson's a freshman. She kind of turned and fired one in for about 30 yards out, high up in the wind. Glided underneath the crossbar on the left side of the goal for the game's only tally.
And we are back underway here for our field in Trenton, Michigan. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat. Grosse Pointe North and the all-white kits going now right to left on your screen. Trenton Trojans in their blue kits going left to right. 1-0 here in favor of the Trojans. A 13th-minute goal from El Dolson, as Dan Stickrat had mentioned here a moment ago. The only difference in this one, again, last year's game, 1-0 in favor of Grosse Pointe North in that regional final. They went on to win the Division II state championship game. Chicken Mouse now in the comments saying, hi, guys. Appreciate you tuning in.
I was not at that regional final last year, but I believe it was wasn't it a penalty kick goal late?
It was a handball that led to a goal. In that game, there were a number of calls that pulled back goals for offsides and other infringements by the Trojans. So my understanding, they had 4 goals called back in that game. So it just goes to show when you leave a team in a game. And you talk about that, right? Looking at this game for what it is, right? Coming into this game, just based on where Grosse Pointe is in their season, the North is in their season, where they were last season. I don't think there was a pundit in Michigan that would have picked Trenton to lose that game to Grosse Pointe North. It just goes to show you what Grosse Pointe North was able to pull off last year, not only in the regional final, but also in the finals. They were heavily favored, East Grand Rapids was, to win that game. I think going into that, I think people were saying it'd be multiple goal loss or win in favor of East Grand Rapids, and it didn't. Again, it went down to a penalty shootout. So it just goes to show you that it doesn't matter what we think. It matters how these players and these young ladies perform on the field.
Yeah, they had to keep coming from behind throughout the state tournament. just to make the final day at Michigan State University. North had been to the Final Four a few times in their history. Once in the early 1990s, they made a run to the Final Four, but this was their first state championship game victory.
Ball knocked out. Second half here, kind of starting off a little flat to start off. Getting a beautiful night. It's a hard collision there. Strieberger goes down. Avery Schultz there called for the foul.
And so much talk in the young season is of Trenton's explosive offense. They do hold a significant shots advantage. They're up 1-0, but the Trojans' defense has been quite stout this season. They've given up 4 goals and 2 are technically tiebreakers and shootout losses last weekend at the Marshall Sports Fest. So they've only surrendered 2 goals in the flow of play this season as they're 6-2. So 4 goals in 8 games and 2 in the regular flow of a game. It's pretty impressive for the Trojans' back 4. And they are holding strong here today as Trenton still leads 1-0 with 36-12 left in the second half.
Sun continues to set off here in the west in front of us. Schultz on the ball. That one will make its way out. So a throw in here on the near side for the Lady Norsemen. Announced here earlier today, we will be out at Waterford Mott next Saturday, 8 p.m. for USASA Men's Amateur Cup matchup between Inter Detroit and the Michigan Stars U23s. That will take place 8 p.m. next Saturday night, right here on the Michigan Soccer Network. Coming up this Sunday, the high school rankings show at 8 p.m. Eastern, and simultaneously at 8:30 kickoff, 7:30 Central, Chicago Nation taking on Sweet Dreams in the UPSL Midwest Central matchup right here on the Michigan Soccer Network. You say, well, John, Chicago's not Michigan. I know. You can do games wherever. So that game will be handled by Nathan Wangler on the call on Sunday night.
Yeah, you've been recruited for multiple games outside of Michigan's borders here in the last couple years. We did have a pleasure last August of heading down to Seger Field in Leesburg, Virginia for the UPSL Final Four. Men's soccer on the amateur side.
So a dangerous play just called here is now a free kick. This one from about 36 yards from goal. As this part of the match is brought to you by Premier Sports Center. Premier Sports Center is a new 60,000 square foot indoor sports facility, the only one of its kind in Macomb County. Touched, and this one from Strieberger going right in towards Gordon. She'll make the grab. Premier Sports Center offers large regulation size fields that are the same size as outdoor fields. No need to compromise space for your practice or games. Learn more at playpremier.com.
Grosse Pointe North definitely made some changes on the side of momentum and energy. They have come out and controlled play here in the first 7 minutes of the second half. They've yet to score, but are challenging a bit better, creating a couple chances. Had a few restarts sent into the box. Trenton's defense is still held true to form here, protecting that 1-0 advantage.
Oh, good ball Gagne, and that one deflects. Still on the ball inside the 18. Gagne punts it over, slide, shot off the woodwork. Ball still loose, rebound, and that one's going to find its way into the hands of Paluzzi. My goodness. How did that not go in, Dan?
2 shots, both of them bounced around a little bit. One hit the crossbar, came right down the goal line. It was cleared away. Trenton was able to get a rebound shot. And Leah Paluzzi was there at the doorstep to turn it aside, the second opportunity.
Gagne was there on that rebound and unable to get past Paluzzi. Now here come the Lady Norsemen. Remember, a penalty shot last year was what gave the Norsemen the 1-0 victory over the Trojans. Strieberger tries to settle that one down, unable to do so. Played up and
just a little bit unlucky for the Trojans, having those 2 opportunities turned aside. Those are things that they have had great success in 2024, converting opportunities inside the box, but their defense still has to hold form as they protect this 1-0 advantage.
And they scored 32 goals this season, allowing just 2. One back by the Trojans, almost given away, and now cleared out by Gorno. So Wishart looks to go over the top. That one makes its way almost to Gonya. Now Strieberger. Leila Adams, and that one last touched off Adams and out for a throw-in.
Gagne led Trenton in scoring last year, but that was without Wishart. Wishart spent this season on crutches with an ACL tear. What a blessing to have her back in the lineup, as again they have now scored 32 goals in the season, including the one here in the first half. As a unit, they've been extremely dangerous all season long.
Down by the end line, Strieberger tries to cut this one, and she still has it. Inside the 18, now poked away and cleared out of danger. Strieberger getting much higher in this second half as she did in the first. Now Dolson, the goal scorer here tonight for the Trojans. Gonya cuts it back. Good defensive work from the Norsemen. And then put over the top. Out comes Paluzzi. They get collision. It's a wide open net, and that one goes wide and deflected out for a corner. So a collision between Paluzzi and the Norseman defender. Couldn't quite tell who that was.
Corner kick for the Trojans, number 22.
So number 9 is Megan Biediger. That collided with Paluzzi there inside the box, allowing Duro to kind of get inside the box clean. Just wasn't able to get it on frame. This one comes in, and it goes through everybody on its way out for a throw-in.
Kind of a wasted opportunity when you have this kind of swirling wind. Test the goalkeeper. Put it into the 6. Kind of bend it into the goal mouth. See if you can get a shot off. Maybe it hits the goalpost. Maybe the goalkeeper drops it in a wild goal mouth scrum. But you got to make and create opportunities off restarts.
Substitutions.
And that was only the second corner kick of the match
number 6, Elise Barr.
for Trenton.
And checking back in the match for the Trojans, number 12, Maddie Reamer.
So Maddie Reamer's going to step back on here for the Trojans. Starting to get a little easier to see here, Dan.
sun is not directly in your eyes anymore. It's getting ready to fall behind the treetops to the west.
So fighting hard now. Cleared up towards Kanye now. Good work up this near side. Down by the end line. Look at this across. Still has it at her feet. Top of the 18. It's Wishart. Wishart looking for Juro. Doesn't make its way there. Ooh, misplayed. It was Berger.
You can really hear that wind whipping in the background. It has actually picked up its pace here in the second half. Trenton weathered their early storm as Grosse Pointe North had a couple of opportunities in the first 7 minutes of the half, but now Trenton has regained possession and momentum. So they're trying to find some distance between them and Grosse Pointe North. They lead 1-0 on a 13-minute goal, but have been unable to find the back of the net since the early moments.
So the poll currently now 58% in favor of Grosse Pointe North, 42% in favor of Trenton. And we're going to end this poll here in roughly 2 minutes. So get your poll, get your votes in. Right now, Grosse Pointe North winning with 58% of your vote. Even on the scoreboard, Trenton currently winning 1-0. Streberger out wide on that far side. One back by the Trojans. Foul on that far side. Nope, they're going to say throw-in. So question for you, those out here on the Trenton side. We're driving in here. We obviously had some pizza, but we're going to be famished at the end of this game. Something we always like to talk about is food. You know, what is a local place, as we can see here, maybe an injury to Severino. Referee comes over. He's probably going to stop the clock here. He already has stopped the clock. So Severino slow to get up. But where should we go to eat at the conclusion of this game? So
I'm sure
love to know.
I'm sure there's a
local place,
a hidden gem in Trenton or Wyandotte or somewhere in Woodhaven.
Drove by a Mavericks on the way in. Now Mavericks, I think there's one also in Canton. So there's Buffalo Wild Wings. Those aren't local watering holes or local restaurants. So local eateries. What do you think we should do? When we go to Gabriel Richard, we've always thought about maybe going to what's that place? Golden Corral. But I can't eat that. You should eat at KFC. Wow. Wow. Wow.
They do have good gravy, though. I'll give KSU credit where credit is due, but looking for a good hidden gem in the downriver area.
So Severino gets up. She's slow to get up and still hobbling. They're going to carry her off. So hopefully she's okay. It's hard to believe that we're just about a month or so from the start of the playoffs. MHSAA Plus getting underway here at the end of May. And we're already almost at the end of April. Dan, I leave in 2 weeks for Cabo, Mexico. Cabo San Lucas.
Mr. Vacation over here to my right.
No, I'm Mr. Vacation. I'm going to be going for 4 days. Going to leave on a Thursday, come back on a Sunday. So I've never been to Mexico. I'm super excited about going to Mexico. Never been. So we're about to get back underway here. This part of the match is brought to you by Legend Motors. Hundreds of cars to choose from. Legend Motors has 3 locations to serve you in Ferndale, Waterford, and Detroit. Visit legendmotors.com today. Ganya. She's got some distance. She's got some green space in front of her. Got a trailing Wishart right there. Wishart now collects the ball. Wishart cuts inside. On her left foot, finds a wide open Drew, and there it goes in the back of the net, but that is going to be called for offsides, and that goal will be nullified. So the goal nullification continues here for the Trojans against Grosse Pointe North. The fans here just turn that up a little bit, giving it their boos.
Great counterattack effort by the Trojans. They got the ball downfield in a hurry. Couple nice passes, but just a little bit overzealous. Having a forward make a run too soon, and that goal was pulled back. 24:50 left here in the second half. Trenton still up 1-0. Trying to find a way to distance himself from the Norsemen.
So another opportunity here. Schultz gets the ball back. She's taken down. No call. Now Wishart. Looking for Gagne now, and just too much pace. It makes its way back to Paluzzi. That wind just continues to swirl. Conclusion of this game, we're going to try and get some players up here, maybe for an interview or not. We'll let you know about that. Sometimes it's hard because they're just not used to the effort of getting up here. So do whatever we can to get some players up here to talk. Not settled down now. Johnson. Berger. Over the top. Gagne. Gagne, one-on-one. Oh, just misses it wide. She puts that back post. Opportunity to go up 2-0. Missed opportunity here for the Trojans. In the 54th minute, that wind just continues to pick up.
Yeah, Leah Paluzzi was out of position. Most of that net was wide open. Gagne just couldn't get enough foot on it to put it on frame. They keep up the pressure. Handball against Grosse Pointe North.
Dan, here's a look at the current weather right now. 57 degrees is the current weather as a foul was called. 30, well, I don't know why. I thought maybe there was some wind coming in there, but that's not wind. That was inches. There's no, I'm sorry, pressure. There's your wind, 15 miles an hour. Shakira Johnson will take this, the senior. Ball continues to roll.
And they almost have to hold it like you see in the Peanuts gang in the cartoons. The ball just keeps rolling. That wind is picking up. Trent's going to try it to the restart here again.
And she'll put this, it's a good ball, back post. Cleared away. So the poll just ended. This ball comes into the 18 and cleared away. Again, got to give a great shout out here to Trent. Fantastic host here tonight for us. Again, they rolled out the red carpet, brought us up pizza and water and plates, and just it's just been an overall thank you very much to Trent, Mike Hatfield, the head coach here, along with Vince, the athletic director. Just their crew here has been fantastic. We have an assistant that's been supplied to us. She's doing a great job. Relinda. So I want to say a great shout out to Trenton High School. Just over the top. Gagne might be able to get there. She does. She gets past Paluzzi. A wide open net off the post. Off the crossbar. Another wide open look. Just can't find the back of the net.
She is absolutely snake bit today. That's their third great opportunity. Unable to find the back of the net. But if they keep up this type of pressure, they might be able to sneak another one in. So still 1-0 Trenton as we're at the 20-50 mark of the second half. And Gagne had a banger right off the crossbar. It's the third time they've put something off the framework in this game. They've had a couple other shots cleared off the goal line. So Trenton's pressing, still trying to find that insurance tally.
Yeah, but Dan, here is the thing that they, if you're Trojans to Trenton right now, you have to be worried about is that you're allowing a team to be in this game still. And in the next 10 minutes, we're going to find out what this Grosse Pointe North and the Lady Norsemen have in their tank. Because if they keep being stuck around here, if Trojans can't put one in and put them away, it's going to be an interesting last 15 minutes.
Yeah, all it takes is one shot to tie this game up. North has only had one shot in the second half. That was on frame. It was from distance, right on Gorno, the goalkeeper. But you give a player like Amelia Strayberger an opportunity inside 30 yards, you can put one home, and it's momentum can switch in sports on a dime.
That it can.
And all they need is one opportunity. So Trenton needs to find a way to capitalize on one of these many chances they've had.
Ooh, Mack goes down hard on her leg. Looks like she bent her knee back. Slow to get up, and they're going to stop the clock. A foul was called, so she does get up, which is good to see. But this part of the match is brought to you by Mundy Sportsplex. Mundy Sportsplex is the first-class indoor sports facility featuring indoor soccer leagues, tournaments, soccer training, and more. We also host other indoor sports activities such as indoor baseball, football, and fitness groups. Rent your space at Mundy today. Visit mundysportsplex.com. Mundy located in Genesee County. So a free kick coming up here for the Lady Trojans. Expect maybe a long try here. Is this one from distance? Put into the box. Gagne looks to get a touch on it. She does. Puts this back across. It finds its way in. It's 2-0. So Gagne gets her 12th goal of the season. And just like that, the Trojans have a 2-0 lead here on this Friday night.
Claire Gagne, you can't stop her. You can only hope to contain her. And she finally was able to get a left-footed shot, taking a free kick into the box. She turned and fired with her left foot into the back of the net. And that was the insurance tally that the Trojans were desperately wanting here, as they have controlled play throughout this match. We now have a 2-goal gap on Grosse Pointe North.
Just like that, Strieberger makes her way up. Good defensive work.
So Chloe Wishart with the assist. What a great duel between Wishart and Claire Gagne. All season long, they've been a great 1-2 punch. As Trenton standing at 6-2-0 overall, looking for their 7th victory of the season. Now we're down to 18:25 left. They have a 2-0 advantage over Grosse Pointe North, and finally able to push across that second goal after numerous chances here in the second half.
Well, ball finds its way to Gagne. Gagne has the ball, takes a shot, blocked. And now Paluzzi clears it out for a throw-in. So pressure continues here now from the Trojans as they have gotten their second. They want their third. Let's continue to hear that wind. Adams. All deflects right to Gabby Miller, and then put right back into the box and cleared away. You know, we talked about this with Cindy, and this ball given away to Richardson, but one right back. We talked about this, you know, is it a negative or a positive that Trenton's played, 8 games, you've only played 4, and obviously you can look at it either way. I think the more games you played, though, the more your team has a chance to get in sync, because that's going to be a foul. As Strieberger is taken down, they're going to give a yellow card here, I think. So yellow card, I think, is going to come out, and it is, as Kira Johnson was given a yellow card. No, it was not. It was number 12. So Maddie Reamer is the one that gets the yellow card. They're coming here in the 64th minute. So, obviously in high school soccer, when a player receives a yellow card, they've got to step off the pitch for a moment. So Reamer will do that. Strieberger is in a dangerous place for a free kick here. She is about 23 yards from goal. So Dan, this is an opportunity right here to pull one back for the Lady Norsemen.
Yeah, and you've had one shot the whole second half. You're down to inside 17 minutes. You have to put this one on frame and see if you can make a little magic happen.
It's going to be a three-man wall. And again, you're seeing this from Gorno. She's really in that back post area. She's leaving a lot of goal wide open. So Strieberger will actually play towards that back post. And it's off the crossbar and the field goal upright. It's a missed opportunity because, you know, you have as a former goalkeeper, I wasn't a forward, but if you put me in front of a goal 20-some yards away, Dan, and there's that much goal open, I'm not playing it back post. I'm playing that right towards the near post.
Yeah, you have to make better of your chances. They've been so few and far in between in this contest for Grosse Pointe North. And ball's just a few inches too high off the football goalpost, and Grosse Pointe North trying to find a way to get back into this game. They trail 2-0 here with 16:15 to go. By and large, it's been pretty much all Trenton here in the second half.
So settle down, switch the point of attack, and that's broken up. One back by Wishart, though. Wishart cuts back between two defenders. That's Berger. She puts this one in the back post for Giroux. No, that's number 4. I apologize. That's Alice Bandy. Alyssa Bandy. So used to Giroux being back there, but Bandy gets the ball, unable to get it on frame, and Lizzie will punt this one up over towards midfield.
Bandy went to take that shot, but she quickly ran out of real estate. Only had a couple inches there to get off a shot. Leah Paluzzi was right there at her toes to make the save.
So now here come Strieberger and the Norsemen. Good defensive work from Dolson. Scored the opening goal back in the 13th minute. The second goal coming here in the 62nd from Claire Gonia. Her 12th goal of the season. She's got as many goals as assists, 12 and 12. Foul called there on Reamer. So she comes back in. She's already on a yellow. She's got to be careful. Dave, from now on, I just want you to know, I'm going to start putting the open window in front of you.
Is that some kind of glutton of punishment heading my way?
It's just wind, man. The wind is cold. It's cold coming through this window. Wishart wins the ball back for the Trojans. One back by Strieberger.
It'd be a beautiful night if it wasn't for the swirling wind.
A little shove there from Wishart on Strieberger, and referee will come over. The Trojan fan and faithful not happy. I think Strieberger would say, hey, I got shoved down.
Another free kick for Grosse Pointe North, and if you're Trenton, you do not want to give up a goal here inside 14 minutes. And then on the other side, North does not want to go down 3-0. So North, their chances have been few and far between. This is their second free kick in the last 3 minutes. Strieberger puts it into the box.
Puts this one right in towards the goal, but that one goes wide.
Too much pace on that ball. There wasn't any time or real estate for a player to run onto that ball. It was far left of the goal. This time is not on Grosse Pointe North side as they trail 2-0 with 13:24 left here in the second half of this non-conference matchup. Rematch of last year's Division II regional final, which Grosse Pointe North handed Trenton a 1-0 season-ending loss. Trenton is just 13:09 left from avenging that as they go for their 7th win on the young season.
Again, that was mentioned in their post here this morning. You know, this is a revenge match, you know, for them. Again, going down, Hatfield talked about it. You know, they had 4 goals called back in that game. They lost on a penalty shot, and this was a long-distance shot from Nezeretis.
Another shot wide of the goal. So if you're Trenton, you must be, you don't want to get too comfortable with the 2-0 lead. I know sometimes 1 and 2 goal leads are very difficult to defend. As this wind picks up, it is kind of migrated towards the south more than just the east, which could be in Grosse Pointe North's benefactor.
So Strieberger cuts back. Aside from free kicks in this one, now Strieberger. She'll cut back again. One more move to get past the Trojan defender. Keeps fighting hard. This one pulled back. That's Adams, who's unable to really get a clean touch on it.
Trenton's defense has been very solid tonight and all season. Their form has been great. They have not a lot of penetration. Even a lot of the free kicks they've conceded have not even been close to goals. So,
now that's a foul.
And this one's
Strieberger will draw another foul. This one just outside the 18 once again, about 22 yards from goal. Fans here still not happy with the call. I get it. You're fan faithful. You don't want to call against. That's a foul. That's a foul today. It's a foul tomorrow. It's a foul yesterday. That's always a foul.
This will be the third free kick for Grosse Pointe North in the last 5 to 6 minutes. Again, this one's about 23 yards out in front of the goal. Just off right of center, and Strieberger has a great opportunity to get her team back in the match. If she can sneak one in past Gorno here.
Strieberger will step up. Strieberger puts it right at the wall. Strieberger into the 18. Down by the end line, looks to slide it across, and should have drawn the corner.
So, just the second corner kick of the match for Grosse Pointe North. They did have one midway through the first half.
We apologize for all the young kids at home.
A couple choice words by the Trenton Trojans student body below here.
They're sitting right in the middle of the bleachers. Typically they're down at an end, and
right.
But they have made their home right in the middle, right in front of our MSN sign, by the way. We appreciate that. This ball comes in. Not a bad ball. His head on that one from Dodenhoff. Goes up and over.
As we tick in under 10 minutes left here in the second half. Trenton still up 2-0. Grosse Pointe North has put a lot of pressure on the last 4 to 5 minutes. They've had 3 free kicks and a corner kick, but unable to convert any of those chances.
This part of the match brought to you by Evolution Soccer. Build and perfect your skills and elevate your game to a new level. Book your session today at evolutionperformancetraining.com or call 248-795-5291. That's 248-795-5291 or evolutionperformancetraining.com. Love the student section. I miss the student sections, Dan.
When you're in high school and college and you have a chance to be part of that at different athletics contests, it's something once you're gone, you never get back.
It's true. I was just more accustomed to being on the field. I wasn't really a fan. More of a watcher from team bench or
I went to a lot
on the pitch.
I went to a lot of football and basketball games when I was in high school.
Oh, look at this ball. Running onto this one is Berger. She puts a shot up and over. It's not a bad look from Alyssa Berger, the junior. Getting towards the business end of this one. Trenton and the Trojans have scored 33 goals this season, allowing just 2. On the flip side of that, Grosse Pointe North has allowed 9 and scored just 4. So now they're -5 here on the season. They've got 0 shutouts. So again, they have not played as many games as the Lady Trojans, but nonetheless, still having a hard time finding the back of the net. Averaging just 1 goal per game in their first 4 games of the season. Now averaging just .8.
Most of their chances tonight have come off restarts. They've been unable to put a lot of those on frame. This time is not on the side of Grosse Pointe North as they trail Trenton 2-0 with 7:24 left in the second half of this non-league clash. Trenton is definitely in the driver's seat as they look for their 7th win of the campaign.
So Wishart taken down. So now a free kick coming up here for the Lady Trojans. Good crowd here on hand tonight for the MSN Game of the Week. We're live for our field here at Trenton High School. The Trenton Trojans winning 2-0 right now over Grosse Pointe North and Lady Norseman. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat. This ball comes in. Top of the 18. Schultz. Wishart. Put this into the box. It'll make its way towards the end line as Layla Adams will just kick this out.
Substitution for
something that we learned last year. You just can't count out this Grosse Pointe North side. Again, we talked about it throughout much of this broadcast. This is a team that was able to do something special last year, regardless of record. You know, and I think that that's something that this team can now build on, regardless of what their season might look like in April and May. It's all that matters is that what happens in game 19, Dan, through 25.
As we talked about the end of last season and earlier in this broadcast, Grosse Pointe North was 4-7-7 heading into the Division II state tournament end of last May, and they found a way to get the job done when it mattered most. But I guess that just shows you that resilient teams find ways.
That they do.
And, you know, you can't count anybody out. You know, Birmingham and Marion, I know they would love to have those last 10 minutes back in their regional semifinal loss to Grosse Pointe North. They're up 2-0 late. North found a way to put 2 home and then took it to a shootout when you have a Division I college goalkeeper standing between the pipes. Grace McCormick was great all last season. She's now at the University of Detroit Mercy. There's still 6 to 7 girls that started a lot of games last year for Grosse Pointe North. They have that experience. They've just been struggling to score goals here in the first month of the season. They're 1-2-1 heading into the game. They're down 2-0 here with 4:52 left against 11th ranked Trojan, and finding a way to find some rhythm offensively. They've had 9 chances in this game, but only 3 shots on goal.
Hard collision. This one will deflect out.
Closing in on the 76th minute of the match, still 2-0 Trenton. And Jonathan, have we got any great suggestions for any eateries downriver? We talked about that early in the second half.
Other than KFC, that, no, we have not.
Yeah, so I'm going to hard pass on the KFC, but
I would agree with that statement. As much as Kentucky Fried Chicken sounds great, while it doesn't, I would prefer something else. I'm sure after that, Chicken Mouse will get back into it with us about chicken. Applebee's. That's a great neighborhood eatery. Literally, they call it the neighborhood place, don't they? It's Wishart.
Something like that, where you spend $25 for a half plate of food, but hey.
Or Chili's. So Chicken Mouse is getting in on all the non-local eateries. Oh, Olive Garden coming in. Don't eat carbs anymore, but thank you, Chicken Mouse. Calling for Coney Island now. Okay, we're done. We're done, Chicken Mouse.
I always try to find hidden gems, you know. Hole-in-the-wall places that have great food. There's got to be one in one of the downriver communities I'm not aware of.
Layla Adams. Again, not much doing here for the Norsemen. Ball put over the top. I'll come score. No, and make the easy pickup. former goalkeeper, those were the ones I thoroughly enjoyed. No test, and I mean that's a lie. I actually like getting tested, Dan, as a goalkeeper, but the easy ones are just, in fact, that easy.
Between the 60th and 70th minute, Grosse Pointe North had some chances. They had 3 free kicks within 30 yards and a corner kick that fouled one of the restarts. They're simply unable to put anything on frame.
There's Redis. Now a loose ball picked up. And now here's a chance that's fired just wide from Strieberger. I mean, that would have been the moment right there with a minute and a half to go in this one, and unable to get that one on frame. What is Truago? Oh, no, it's nearby. Okay. Someone's saying Truago is nearby. It's Chicken Mouse again. I've heard of Travago, that travel company. That one given almost right back to the Norseman. Now here comes Strieberger. Strieberger. She's just outside the 18. Good pressure from Johnson. Johnson's done a really good job tonight, really limiting the opportunities from Strieberger. This ball is put in towards Bernie, and that one goes out. So last minute of play here, Dan.
Trenton's defense has been, great all game. They have not given very many chances on frame. Grosse Pointe North has had some opportunities off set pieces, unable to convert. Grosse Pointe North, forwards and midfielders have been a little frustrated with the back line of the Trenton Trojans, which lead 2-0 here. 35 seconds left. They're seconds away from their 7th win of the season.
Ball to the top, Gagne. She puts a shot right at. Up and over.
That pretty much should do it, as the final 20 seconds are set to tick off the clock. Trenton is going to get the revenge. They lost 1-0 to Grosse Pointe North in the Elite 8 last year, the Division II state tournament.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that will do it as your final score. Here is 2-0 from Trenton High School. I mean, Dan, it was everything I thought it would be. And, the Trenton Trojans came out here tonight. They fought hard. Grosse Pointe North, they fought hard. They just couldn't find a way with their opportunities to get them on frame and really, really test Gorno, who's only had a couple saves here in this one. On the flip side, the Trojans had a number of opportunities. Really, the thing that eluded them was just on frame. They missed a lot of good chances, the ones that were on the line, but they were cleared away. Hey, the final score here, 2-0. We're going to step aside here for a quick break. We'll be back after this. Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in!
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
some more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
And welcome back here into Farrar Field in Trenton, Michigan. Trenton High School, where the Trenton Trojans, number 11 ranked Trenton, just beat Grosse Pointe North and the Lady Norsemen 2-0 here on this Friday evening. Take a look here, your final scoring here. The 13th minute, Elle Dolson got the Trenton Trojans on the board off a free kick just outside of 30 yards. And then in the second half, in the 62nd minute, Claire Gonia getting her 12th goal of the season to give them a 2-0 victory here on this Friday night. She's got 12 goals on the year and the 7th shutout of the season for Layla Gorno, the senior goalkeeper, as the Trenton Trojans move to 7-2 on the season. And Grosse Pointe North, they fall to 1-3-1 on the season and look to rebound as they take on Macomb Dakota here coming up here on Monday, and the L'Anse Creuse North on Wednesday. Trenton will head to Southgate, so I'll be there. So they'll be taking on Southgate here on Monday and taking on Notre Dame Prep, a Division III ranked opponent here coming up next Friday. But that will do it from us here in Trenton. Want to thank our production crew, Ryan Gagnon up on camera, Brianna, our technical director. Want to thank Dan Stickrat, our color commentator and analyst here tonight. He's down with the ladies getting some post-game interviews. We'll have a recap of this game along with highlights available on the Michigan Soccer Network later this evening and tomorrow. Want to remind you, we are the hub for all things soccer here in Michigan. Head over to MichiganSoccerNetwork.com to get all your latest news, latest information about all things soccer here for the great state of Michigan, from youth to professional. Again, and once again, from all of us here at the Michigan Soccer Network, I want to say thank you for tuning in here tonight and have a great rest of your evening. The final score from Trenton High School, number 11 ranked Trenton 2 and Grosse Pointe North 0. So long, everybody.